Tonight is a difficult night. Have you noticed when you go on a trip and you take your children, after a short while the children will start to complain and say, are we there yet? Are we there yet? When do we get there? When do we arrive? The children of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein never said anything like this because their eyes were squarely focused on the face of their father, Aba Abdullah. No one's complaining. It's a difficult, painful trek in the desert. And what made it even more difficult was the fact that Yazid sent an army of 1,000 men headed by Al-Hurr ibn Yazid al-Riyahi. When the Imam said to him, I am headed to Kufa, he said, no, you're not. فَإِنِّي قَدْ أُمِرْتُ أَنْ أُجَعْجِعَ بِكَ الطَّرِيقِ. I have been commanded to make your life as miserable and as difficult as possible. Number one, you're not allowed to camp near any water. Number two, you shouldn't be under the shade of trees. In other words, if there is a stretch of desolate desert, you can be there, but not near any form of civilization. And yet the children of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein were still happy because their father was still around. Because Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, their uncle, was still there. They didn't say a word until at one point Imam al-Hussein is forced to simply roam around like a nomad, unable to head towards the Kufa, unable to return to Mecca and Medina. In this desolate part of the desert, the Imam stops. They've talked about how the Imam's horse refused to proceed forward. In any case, the Imam stopped. He said, what is this land called? They said to him, Ya Aba Abdullah, you see that small village over there? That's called Al-Ghadiriyat. The Imam said, does it have any other name? They said to him, you see that valley over there? It's called Nainawa. He said, does it have any other name? The Imam is preparing his family. Bi abi huwa wa ummi. They'd all heard about a land called Karbala. News of Muslims' martyrdom had already reached perhaps the women and children were hoping deep down that we'll actually make it to Kufa. Maybe we'll arrive there safely. Maybe the thing we've all been dreading won't happen. Maybe we'll skip through this land that we've heard about from Amir al-Mu'mineen, from Imam al-Hasan, from Rasulullah. The Imam is preparing them. He's consoling them. He said, does it have any other name? They say, yes, that river over there, which you're not allowed to go to, is called Shati'ul Furat. Does it have any other name? They said to him, Innaha Karbala. They said, they heard the Imam whisper to himself, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-karbi wal-bala. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from trials and tribulations. The Imam then said, Ha huna mahattu rikabina. Unload the baggage. This is where we're stopping. This is where we're going to stay. Ha huna mahattu rikabina. The Imam has to tell them what's happening. Ha huna tusfaku dima'una. This is where our blood will be shed. One thing the Imam didn't say, which Imam Zainul Abidin later, when Jabir ibn Abdullah came, he told him, the Imam didn't say, Ha huna tuqtalu sigharuna wa atfaluna. This is where the children will be killed. The Imam didn't say that because Rubab is watching Aba Abdullah. Because Hamida bint Muslim is there. He simply said, "Ha huna tusfaku dima'una." The hadith says, Lady Zainab, as soon as she heard that, she came out. She screamed, "Al-yawm قتل اليوم مات جدي رسول الله." This is the day my grandfather died. اليوم مات أبي علي. اليوم ماتت أمي فاطمة. اليوم مات أخي الحسن. Meaning that when my grandfather left this world, I felt I still have my Hussein with me. When my father died, when my mother died, I always felt safe under the shadow of Aba Abdullah. But today, Imam al-Hussein is saying this is where we will die. It's like their death happened on this day. Some have said that Zainab began beating herself. Aba Abdullah told her, "My sister Zainab, stop it, don't do that." The Imam is telling her, "Zainab, don't beat yourself. Soon Shimr will come with his way." Hussein! Hussein!